This is a Dragon Blazer production.
First down! Touchdown! Bengals! Here you go. Oh, no! Oh, gosh, no! Who-Dey! Who-Dey! Who-Dey bitch about them Bengals. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Who-Dey Bitchin'. Who-Dey Bitchin' is neither of us today. We gotta win!
We gotta win.
We won!
And since that happened, we'll see you next week. Good night. No.
Show's over. We're done. Yeah, we have nothing to bitch about, so we're good.
Drop the mic. Let's go. Ooh, it feels good. It feels good.
It was a good win. What did we say last week? What did we say we needed to do?
What have we been saying for, I think, every show? I really do.
Involve
go back and listen, everybody.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
And look what happens. Look what happens. 3 touchdowns, 1 in the air, 2 on the ground. Yep. I mean, Mixon dominated this game, and Joe Burrow still looked great. 300
yards again.
Yes, and I saw on online that he is the first rookie to have 3 300-plus yard games in a row. First rookie.
That's on top of all the other records he's beating right now. So the guy's amazing. He is. He's amazing.
Yeah, I'm eating my words when it comes to Joe Burrow. That's for sure.
Good, though. That's where we wanted you at.
You know what? I'm not complaining.
Fucking good. He said, "Fuck you, Steven."
Give me some sauce. I'm eating them. They're delicious. They are absolutely delicious. These words, I'm sorry I said I wanted Chase Young. Joe Burrow was the right choice. I guess I shouldn't say that. I mean, we're only 4 games in, but he is looking good. It's on a hot uptrend.
I actually, since we're talking about Burrow, I actually have his stats for the season so far.
Yes.
Burrow has thrown for 1,121 yards. He has thrown 177 passes and completed 116. He has 6 touchdowns, 2 picks, and his quarterback rating is at 89.7. He's a rookie with a shitty offensive line that had no offseason.
And
Come on. I mean, I'm not trying. I'm not a bullshitter, but facts are facts.
This is the first game he actually had a run game to go along. They actually used the run game.
So there's something we can bitch about. Zach Taylor, we know you listen. Not really. They should have been running the ball weeks ago from week 1.
You think Zach Taylor's one of our 13 listeners?
You never know, right? Probably not.
No.
But there's one thing we could bitch about. It was good to see, and the defense looked better than it has the last couple of weeks. I can't even complain as much about the defense.
Another great stat, Joe Burrow was not sacked.
Yeah, for the first time, I'm pretty sure. I didn't look that up.
Definitely the first time he hasn't been sacked in a game.
Yeah.
No sacks for Burrow. And
this is the team we need. This is the team we need right here.
I guess one thing I will say is the other games we look like we played so well that we should have won, where this one – it should have been as close as it was with how well we played. But you know what? A win's a win.
Win's a win.
A win's better than that tie we had last week. We're on an uptrend. Yeah. We only had 2 losses. We had 1 tie, and now a win.
Yeah. Fucking tie.
Yeah, fucking tie.
Let's not talk about the tie. And again, and I'm just going with the flow here, but we're still talking about Burrow. He threw to 9 different receivers again. One of them was Joe Mixon.
Yeah, for a touchdown.
He knows how to spread the ball.
Yeah, he does.
On the other end, man, A.J. Green again. A.J. was targeted 5 times. He had 1 catch for 3 yards.
You know, if in games like this, A.J. doesn't get all the yards, but he's spreading it around and he's winning, you know what? AJ's going to get double covered. That's going to give the other guys a chance. So even with him not playing well, he's still a threat,
It's true.
and they're gonna play for him. So
Yeah. And I mean, the advantage of it has been, like you said, they focus so much on Green that Tyler Boyd he's become the number one receiver right now. In this game, he had 7 catches for 90 yards. I mean, Tyler Boyd has become the number one with AJ being double covered or, not being able to get his route off. So it has helped another receiver become better. I like Tyler Boyd. I really do.
I do too. And the way I look at it, the way I feel on when it comes to this is, you know what? You're gonna have to double cover AJ, and if you stop, that's when I think AJ is gonna go off. He may be losing a step, but as long as he's drawing that double cover, he's doing.
And his time's going to come. With Burrow throwing the ball like this, pretty much every game, it's been every receiver. Like, I'm surprised he hasn't thrown to his center if he could. I mean, the way he spreads the ball, there's going to be a game where AJ gets his, and he will break out and he'll get on a streak. It's going to happen.
You know what? I care more about the wins than AJ getting yards.
Me too.
And
me too,
AJ's the type of player that I think he would agree.
He would.
He is not a diva. He's not someone who complains when he doesn't get the ball. He is a team player. He wants wins. Oh, yeah. I truly believe that, and so does Joe Burrow. I'm not saying
AJ's like demanding the ball. I just think at some point it's naturally, organically going to happen that we're going to get that young version of AJ Green in some game. It's going to happen.
A defense is going to relax.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, well, he's not playing very well, so we can double cover Boyd. Boom. AJ is going to be killing you.
And AJ's proved he's not a diva. He could have left Cincinnati multiple times. Plenty of teams would have wanted AJ Green. But he's loyal. He's loyal. I mean, he could have left. He could have. I know he could have.
And right now I'm really hoping Joe Burrow has that mentality too, because I don't want him to be gone for a very long time. I would like Joe Burrow to stay in Cincinnati.
We don't quite know him yet, but the fact that he's from Ohio and he got a home team, I think that's going to be a lot to keep him. I really do.
We just need not to screw it up.
Right. Don't let the kid get killed or,
Yeah. Get him a damn line.
Or have our lovely owner offer him a bullshit contract when contract time rolls around.
You know what? We complained last week about Zach Taylor talking about I forget the offensive lineman.
Raising the line, yeah.
Yeah, and he said that this guy is better than you're not giving him credit or whatever. And we complained about that because of the way things played. Next game, no sacks. Maybe he's right. Maybe Zach Taylor does know something we don't.
It wouldn't be the first time I've ate my words since we've started this show, Steven, so I'm okay with it.
I'm constantly eating my words.
Oh, dude. If you go back, I believe it was episode 1, and I called the Browns like a cesspool of the NFL. And they're a whole nother team.
Yeah. Did you see my meme that I shared?
Yeah.
This saying, oh man, the Browns suck so much. The only way they're going to do well is at the end of the world. 3-1. Look outside.
Yeah. 2020, man.
2020.
It's been so weird.
Yeah, I think I even argued with you about that on the first episode. Like, I know they got destroyed by the Ravens.
Yeah.
But
you were the sensible one that was like.
But I was like, it is the Ravens. The Ravens are a good team, whether we like them or not. They are a good team, and right now that's the only loss the Browns have.
Yeah.
Is that game against the Ravens?
I can admit when I was wrong. They've proven me wrong so far, but it's still really early. And I want them to do good. I'm not, fuck the Steelers, fuck the Ravens, fuck the Browns when they're a problem for us. But
twice a year.
Yeah.
Fuck the Browns.
But other than that, I want the Browns to do good. I want Ohio to have dominant sports teams. I'm tired of us being like the laughing. Other than college, like Ohio State has its lockdown in college, but what pro team, Cleveland is going to be a mess for years now because LeBron took off. I want the Ohio teams to do good.
I do too.
I want us to be the top 2 teams in that division.
That's right. I want them to not lose another game until we beat them next time.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
So I'm not a total Cleveland hater, but fuck the Steelers and their little cry rags.
Well, this week, it is all about fucking the Ravens.
That's
the
right.
Ravens.
And so I had to look this up. Let's not get excited because it is what it is. But Lamar Jackson did miss practice. He has a knee injury. They say he's not serious.
They say he's gonna play.
Most likely he will play, but just for shits and giggles, I looked to see who it would be if he couldn't play, and their backup is still RG3.
Robert Griffin the third, huh?
Robert Griffin is still the backup.
You know what? You laugh about that, but we have notoriously had issues with prominent running quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So RG3, Lamar, he's still an upgrade for us. It's still a better thing for us to face RG3, but that doesn't mean we're safe.
RG3's done well everywhere but Cleveland. Wrong quarterback for that system. It happens. It's happened a lot in Cleveland.
Yeah, actually, I think RG3 might be the best quarterback for a backup for Lamar. I mean,
because you can pretty much use the same playbook.
Exactly.
That is an advantage.
I hope Lamar plays, and I hope we beat him.
Yeah, it would be.
Now, based on his injury, possible injury, and everything, and also the fact that I hate to admit it, but there's always that possibility the Ravens will get so far ahead they'll stop using Lamar Jackson, especially with the possibility of an injury. I benched him for Joe Burrow this week.
You're just being realistic, okay? That's all. You're being realistic.
I benched him for Joe Burrow.
He's hurt, but because they're facing us, they think he'll have an easier time and doesn't have to worry about getting injured. I mean, it's just facts. They're looking at us like, well, okay, you know.
Wouldn't it be great if we got Geno Atkins and they did have something to worry about?
It would be. It would be. But I don't want any excuses either. I would prefer that Lamar can play and he's okay. I don't want any excuses.
I would still love to see Geno in there getting a bunch of hugs.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Hug Lamar. He just wants some love.
Give Lamar some love.
That's some love. About 8 times. 8 hugs. He really wants to hug Lamar.
Yes. Please give me a hug.
Sorry, Mr. Jackson.
I am for real. I forgot to look. Where is the game next week? Are we in Baltimore? Trying to pull it up here.
That's a good question. Good question.
I'm working on it. NFL. I was supposed to be prepared, but you know. I'm half prepared. Okay, so yeah, we were at Baltimore. At Baltimore.
At Baltimore?
Yep.
Yeah, well.
Which would make a win even better.
Yeah.
If we pull it off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. We got a tough one. We have the duration of the show to think about how we're going to pick the score for this. And, so we'll wait till we get there. We're not going.
Yeah, I got to debate on whether I want to choose with my heart or my brain.
Right. End up with a bunch of hate mail from everyone, but you know, whatever.
Sometimes I like to choose with my brain and be happy to be wrong.
Right. Exactly.
I like it when my team proves me wrong and I pick against them.
Yeah. It makes it that much sweeter. That's all that is. My dog in here. So something else that I did write down about the game, though, I think the defense did look better, but here again, we had 7 penalties for a total of 73 yards. Penalties are killing us.
Yeah. They'll do that. I'm not too. And that's mostly defense, or?
Yeah, it's mostly defense. There's a lot of false starts, and we had, several pass interference, and most of it's on the defense.
I mean, at least they overcame it. Hopefully, they know what they're doing, and they're going to try to clean those up.
Now, there are quite a few also false starts on the offensive side, but that's that young line again.
Yeah.
But maybe they have maybe they got some confidence after this week.
Maybe, I would love to see. I am not naive enough to think that Joe Burrow is not going to get sacked in this next game.
Yeah.
That Ravens defense is legit.
No injury and no turnover would be okay, Burrow, just be careful, man.
But
Don't
you know
hurt
what?
yourself. Don't fumble the ball.
I think there's reason to be excited though that there is a possibility here because Joe Burrow's been facing strong. Last week was the first time that he hasn't had a tough defense that he's facing. You know,
Yep.
he Chargers defense pretty stout. Browns defense aren't too bad. I mean they
Can't
got
argue them. Yeah.
Miles. Then of course the. Who did we play third? Who did we tie with? The Eagles. The Eagles defense is not too shabby.
Yeah.
Their problem is their quarterback's not playing very well.
Yeah, that's a big issue in the NFL, you know. The quarterback is important.
So I guess most of the bitching on this show is going to be about the fear of the next game.
The fear of the next game. You know what? I have a bitch that's not even about our team. And not even about a team I'm a fan of, but to me, this happening in the NFL is totally just unexcusable. So the Chargers have named Justin Herbert the starter. I don't know if you remember him. He played in Oregon in college.
Yeah. He was wasn't he the number 2 draft pick?
Yeah.
He was the number 2 quarterback.
Tyrod Taylor is out because he had a punctured lung. He has a punctured lung, which was punctured by the Chargers team doctors. So, fuck you, Chargers team doctors. That's a
fuck you, Chargers team doctors.
Come on, man. These are NFL. These are NFL doctors. You know, these have got to be like high-paid, smart. I mean, I know accidents happen, but that's just crazy to me that the doctors punctured Tyrod's lung. So here comes Herbert. Now he was their plan for the future anyway. They just didn't want to have to start him this year. But, I mean, they did draft him to replace Rivers. So
sometimes you got to do what you got to do, you know.
Yeah, sometimes it has to happen early. I just don't know. He was really good in college, but his style is totally different than Phillip Rivers. Similar to Tyrod Taylor, but you can't judge that system. We got beat by him, but Tyrod Taylor he's not that. He's there. I guess he's not horrible, but he's not that great of a quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, so it'll be interesting to see how they adjust having Herbert in there, what kind of plays they're calling. But hopefully Tyrod gets better soon. Accidents happen, but still fuck the NFL doctors because somebody had to get yelled at this week. So I just figured that out. That was good enough.
Well, is there anything we want to say about this Bengals game? Anything more?
It's hard, man. We're supposed to be bitching, and there's nothing really to bitch about. We just can't.
I called it Who-Dey bitching because I was bitching or angry, but you know.
We can't be angry this week. Was it perfect? No, but it was a huge improvement though.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a win. It's our first win of the season with Joe Burrow with the new rookie quarterback. Yeah, I don't really have much to complain. Yeah, there's things that need to be cleaned up, but if they can clean them up, we're going to be a good team.
Yeah. And this week was a step towards that. They cleaned some things up and enough to pull off the win. So will it be enough in Baltimore? Don't know.
Anything you want to talk about around the league? Any other games you watched?
The only other game I got to see was some of the Browns and Cowboys game, and wow, I mean I can't even hate on the Browns, man. And I've never liked the Cowboys, so
yeah,
I'm even happier that they destroyed the Cowboys.
I stopped liking the Cowboys when, or not that I ever liked them, but I started hating the Cowboys in the 90s when they just went to Super Bowl to Super Bowl, and there was just so many bandwagon fans that if you look at them today, they still have those same damn dirty jerseys from 1990s when they were actually good.
The last time they were actually good.
Because they still wear them here and there, and you know they're just bandwagon fans. They probably have some other team that they prefer now, but they were rooting for the Cowboys just because that was the hot thing to do at the time.
Yeah, I mean, Baker Mayfield, he was 19 for 30, had 165 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. Odell had 5 catches for 81 yards, and he had 2 touchdowns. So
Yeah, I didn't watch that one. I was watching the Bengals. I watched a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, I was going back and forth.
I had my whole family here, so we had the Bengals game on, and we were all kind of watching it. Um, uh, yeah, this weekend, I'm not sure if I'm going to get to watch the Bengals.
Oh man.
It will be recorded on my thing, so I'll be able to
Yeah.
watch it after the fact. It's actually on television this week.
Yeah, I have to do that a lot.
But well, I'm going to my dad's house, and my dad doesn't watch the Bengals. He doesn't watch football anymore because he's pretty much been boycotting the NFL since the Steelers Bengals playoff game. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm pissed off.
You're talking when Carson got hurt? Way back
No,
when
not
Carson
that, not that one, not that one. Although we all hate that too.
Yeah.
Chemo von Oelhoffen, fuck you.
Oh, yeah. Forever.
No. I'm talking about the last time we went to the playoffs, and we got 2 penalties before another play even went off. How does that even happen? How is that even legal? You can't have 2 penalties before another play goes off.
Yeah.
How do they even make that make sense?
Because they can't, but they just like, whatever. The NFL refs, man. Hate on them, but
my dad calls bullshit. He said cheaters. He's pissed off. He thinks that the NFL just wanted the Steelers to go.
It was a conspiracy.
It was a conspiracy, and ever since, my dad has not been watching football because of it.
Yeah. There has been a few years when a team has went to the Super Bowl, and that part of me is like, boy, that timing's awful. Like Tom Brady's first Super Bowl was when 9/11 happened. The Saints went to the Super Bowl the year Louisiana had that really bad flood, so. But I don't think it's fixed. It's coincidence. It's just, it's coincidence.
The worst part is I feel like the Steelers get all kinds of assistance, and it seems like the refs seem to help them out a little bit too much. And then you hear Steelers fans bitching about Roger Goodell and screwing over their team.
Yeah.
Like, you've gotten more benefits from anyone, and you're going to bitch about it? Oh, yeah, 6 Super Bowls. They're really fucking you over, aren't you? Fuck the Steelers.
Fuck the Steelers.
Fuck the Steelers.
Let's see, what else did I have from around the league? Oh, there were three more Patriots players tested positive for the coronavirus.
Yeah, we're not sure what's going on with the Titans-Bills game there.
Yeah.
I guess the Titans had a private practice that they weren't supposed to do, so there's talks of them letting the Bills win and the Titans being forced to forfeit because of
their sneaky practices. How dare you have an unauthorized practice?
I mean, we're in a pandemic, and you got to follow.
You need to follow the rules. You do.
Because you do that, and you spread it more, and then
Trust me, I cover my face everywhere.
Yeah.
Just do it.
I'm just saying.
Nike.
Just do it.
Just do it.
I'm just saying. If you're playing in the NFL, they have to be strict. They have to be strict. Yeah. Otherwise, the season's not going to end. We're going to have. If 2020 goes where we don't even make it to the Super Bowl, you're going to screw everyone over because you don't want to follow the proper procedures. I mean, whether you like it or not, nobody likes it. I don't know one person's like, man, I love masks. I just want to wear this all the time. Woo-hoo. Yeah. Go into the hospital all the time to get checks. Nobody likes it.
Nobody.
But you got to do the safe thing. You got to be safe.
Yep.
If you want football, you got to follow the rules.
Yeah. If you want life to go back to normalcy, you need to follow the rules.
Follow the rules.
Yeah. That's a whole nother podcast again.
That's a whole nother podcast. Yeah, I'm done talking about
those people.
Done talking about the corona. But I felt like we needed to bring it up because it looks like, as of right now, we do not know what's going to happen with the Titans and Bills. That might be yet another game that does not be played, and they're talking about forfeiting it instead of even
having it, rescheduling it. Yeah,
rescheduling it. They're talking about not even rescheduling it, forfeiting possibly.
Yeah,
because of secret dangerous practice.
Which at one time, no, it wasn't, but it is now. Just do it.
And then, yeah, you're like you said, more New England players.
Yeah,
And
more New England.
New England had more players opt out of the game of the year than any other team already.
Yeah, and now they have
Corona.
Yeah.
I believe they
So
had
that'll be interesting.
eight players opted out.
Yeah.
So
There's
I
gonna be
watched.
there'll be guys playing that never thought they would ever get to step on the field. You know,
Yeah,
the guy whose uniform's not dirty because he's never got to play.
Yeah. Hey, fifth string, come on up.
Water boy, suit up. We're desperate.
Quality H2O. Yeah, I only really, I think the only other really game I watched other than the Bengals was I watched the Raiders versus I believe the Bills, and Josh Allen, man, he's
Buffalo's unreal this year.
he's legit, man. He looks good.
And he's one of them that didn't look good when he first came in.
Yeah.
But he had a lot of the same issues we had. There was a horrible offensive line. He had way less weapons than what Burrow's been blessed with. You know, I'm not saying we're the top receiving core in the league, but we have a good receiving core.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen didn't even have that. Josh Allen had trash around him. So hopefully what we see in Allen is where we're going to see our team going too. I mean, who would have thought the Bills would be undefeated? I mean,
yeah,
it's crazy.
Right.
Crazy.
But yeah, I didn't really get to watch much of the night games.
Me neither.
I don't know, partially, or I was gonna watch them, and then like New England just looked like crap against the Chiefs, so I was like, nah. And then I was playing games with some friends on Monday night, so.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about them, but there's going to be probably several games this year where the Chiefs, unless you're a Chiefs fan, is going to be boring because they're just so dominating. They really are.
Yeah, I was doing what's in your the background there. Wrong side. Wrong side.
Oh, what?
I was playing Sea of Thieves and being a
I got you.
pirate.
Being a pirate.
I was being a pirate.
This side. My
Yeah,
pirate
this
wall,
side.
yeah.
This side,
Gotcha.
the pirate wall.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we were playing the Sea of Thieves and, you know, gathering treasure, me mateys and stuff.
Me mateys.
Yeah,
Persian and all that. Gotcha.
So I kind of missed a little bit of the football game, so because I was on the open seas.
Yeah, open seas. At least you made it back safe.
Yes, as well as being a podcaster, I'm also a navigator on the Sea of Thieves.
Man of many masks.
That's right.
I get it.
That's right.
Something else I know we didn't bring this up on the show, and it's not really related to the Bengals, but I wanted to throw a congratulations out to The Rock for buying the XFL. Did we talk about that? I can't remember.
I don't know if we brought it up. You might have mentioned it once, but I am so happy he did.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was seeming like we weren't getting any more XFL, like because of Corona shutting it down, that we were not going to be getting to continue it. But they're saying probably not till 2021 is. Yeah. But I'm excited, or maybe it's 2022 because they do theirs after the season. So right. I don't think they're going to try to play next year. I think it's going to be the year after.
Yeah, but definitely exciting. Hopefully this time, third time's a charm.
Yeah. Well,
it wasn't bad. It was good the second time. It was the Rona. Like, it was a huge improvement. I mean, I enjoyed it.
I was watching it. I was enjoying it. I was sad that we didn't have an Ohio team to root for, but I was full on Seattle's Dragons.
And here's the thing that excites me too is, and yes, it's kind of dogging Vince McMahon, but it's just I've heard enough stories to know how he is. The Rock's not going to be like Vince McMahon to where Vince McMahon has to have the final say, has to have control. I know he hired all them people, but nothing happened without Vince McMahon saying okay.
Yeah.
And he's never really been, he may like football, but he's not really a football guy. The Rock's played football. The Rock knows
has
football.
Played football.
The Rock has his business partners who know what they're doing because, I mean, the man is you can't deny his success. So, and he will work with the people that know what they're doing instead of everything's the Rock's way or no way, if that makes sense.
And the Rock might be as close to he might not, he's probably not as rich as Vince McMahon, I don't think.
He's
but
probably getting there.
he's getting close.
He's been the highest paid actor the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, so he has the money to try to do something with it as well.
He has his Under Armour line. He makes tequila. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's into all sorts of stuff. So
Tequila.
yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be good.
I hope so.
I think it'll be good. And the only other note I had from the NFL, which is kind of, funny in a way, but the Washington football team benched Dwayne Haskins and named Alan Kyle their starter. Not only did they bench Haskins, they moved him to the 3rd spot on the quarterback list. They put him behind Alex Smith.
Wow. Alex Smith?
Alex Smith's still there. He's still the backup.
How did he not take the starter job from Dwayne? I mean, he was decent.
Ron Rivera wanted to go with Haskins.
Is he a new guy and like a new drafted rookie or something?
You don't remember Dwayne Haskins?
No, I'm talking about. No, I'm not. I'm saying since they benched Haskins, how did this other guy take over?
I got you.
Instead of Alex Smith, like I would have think.
You would think, yep.
You're saying Alex Smith is number 3 on the depth chart, or was?
He was. Yeah. Hold on, let me look because I had forgot to write it down. Actually, he was undrafted. He played for the Houston Cougars. He was signed by the Panthers in 2018, and the Panthers traded him to the Washington football team. So he's been in the league since 2018. So he's still kind of young.
I'm just surprised.
Maybe they think that's their future. I don't know. Or maybe Alex Smith is still hurt. He's injury prone.
Oh, well, maybe. I mean,
I didn't do all my research.
I'm just surprised that, number one, that Alex Smith is still in the league, and 2, that he's 3rd string. Because it's not like he was a bad quarter. I mean, he won a Super Bowl, didn't he? At least made it to a couple.
He made it to one, I think. Now we're bringing up stuff I didn't,
All right, fair enough.
So Dwayne Haskins is on the bench. And I think part of the reason, I'm sure he still wants to play, but part of the reason Alex Smith is still there is because he got a pretty fat contract about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. So probably one of those deals where they want to keep him so they don't have to end up paying him. Those contracts can be funny. Yeah. So I'm guessing that's part of the reason he's still there. But he got pretty seriously injured, and I don't know if he ever came back from that.
Fair enough.
So. Oh, okay, right. Yeah. He did make it. He did make it to the playoffs, and it was when he was with the 49ers, and he got benched for Kaepernick.
Oh, see, I thought he also made it to the playoffs when he was playing for the Chiefs before Patrick Mahomes came in. Because wasn't that their quarterback before Patrick? Alex Smith?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep.
I thought he.
You are correct. So he's been there twice.
Yeah, I thought he did something with them Chiefs too.
Yep. Because they thought he was going to be their next star, and then they got Patrick Mahomes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alex.
I mean, in fairness, Patrick Mahomes probably was a good, smart choice. It's a smart choice. Yeah.
He's unbelievable.
They did the right thing. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm not surprised that Patrick took his spot. I'm surprised that he's on a team and not at least backup.
At least backup, yeah.
And he was 3rd string.
Maybe it's just the injury-prone thing, who knows?
Perhaps.
Could be.
All right, so I think this is next thing we should probably talk about. Next game.
Next game.
Bengals versus the Ravens.
Yeah. It's a toughie.
Yeah, I don't know what to think there.
Me neither, and I want to believe we can do it, but they're coming off a win, and sometimes those games with the Ravens can be just like they are with the Browns or the Steelers. Like sometimes you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Will Baltimore underestimate us? Are they that kind of team to do that? there's so many factors.
Right?
And there's just that part of me that, of course, I want to pick my Bengals, and there's that other part of me like, man, it's the Ravens though. Is it the realistic fan or the hardcore Bengals fan that wants to do the picking?
I feel like if you're a hardcore Bengals fan, you have to be somewhat realistic as well.
Right. You go ahead. How about that?
Well, this is a division game, and sometimes when it comes to division,
You never know.
how good the team is sometimes doesn't even matter. We are coming in with a rookie that the Ravens have never seen.
True.
Be the first time they have to deal with Burrow. They've got 4 games of tape on Burrow, so I'm not saying they're gonna be completely blindsided by him, but
Right.
we have dealt with Lamar, not well, I don't believe, but we have dealt with him. I'm gonna go with both. I'm gonna go with my heart and my mind.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna go 24-21 Ravens.
Wow.
I think it's gonna be a close game.
Close.
I think we're gonna give them a fight, but I don't know if Burrow's quite ready for that defense.
Yeah.
Or I guess I shouldn't even say that. I think Burrow might be ready for that defense. I don't know if our defense is ready for Lamar.
Yeah.
I don't. I fear that this could be partially a shootout.
Yeah.
Which might be a little higher than what I just suggested, but I'm going to go 24-21.
And I'm actually going to go a similar line as you did, and I wanted to look it up real quick, and Baltimore's rush defense ranks 7th in the NFL. So, but I'm just going to go a little bit higher. I wish we could hold them that low. I just don't think we can. So I'm going to go 35-21 Baltimore.
Ooh, you went way with your mind.
Yeah. I hope not. I hope that I said that and it's going to be the other way around. I'm not sold enough yet on our defense to hold Baltimore to keep them from scoring. I'm just not sold enough. I don't know if we can handle Lamar.
Well, I just want to point out that last week I was pretty damn close with my prediction.
You were
32-21, I believe is what I said.
Yeah.
And we won 33-25. I mean, that's pretty damn close.
That is
very, very close. So, just wanted to
pat yourself on the back.
Absolutely.
All right. I get it.
And we won. So that was the best part about being right.
Right. So next week we'll either be throwing a party or crying in our glass of milk. It could go either way.
I feel like we will be. I hope we're wrong. I hope we're wrong with our predictions.
And if we're not wrong, if the loss would be easier to swallow because I'm realistic that they're a better team than us, even though anything could happen. So if it's a close game, I could accept it more. I don't want to lose at all. But if we lose but we hang in there, I could accept that more than if Baltimore just runs us over.
That's what I'm hoping. I hope we actually make it a fight.
Yeah,
I recognize we're a young team. We might not be ready. I did see something. It was, of course, on a Bengals site, so we'll take it with a grain of salt. But apparently somebody claims that they think Joe Burrow is going to be the best quarterback in our division.
I mean, he's
getting
a lot of
Baker, Lamar, and, well, I mean, the Steelers still have Ben, so.
Yeah, well, and ESPN, there's a lot of people praising him on there, too. And I actually watched a debate the other day when they were fighting, discussing Baker and Joe. And most of them thought Burrow was going to be the bigger star.
I don't think Burrow versus Baker is the thing people are fighting more. I think generally most people think Burrow will be better than Baker Mayfield. However, Lamar versus Burrow is more of the which one do you think is going to have a better career type thing.
And that's, Lamar is good, don't get me wrong. and it'll make me sound partial, but I'm more of an old school quarterback fan. Now Lamar's throwing way more than he used to. That's what's making the Ravens so good. But he's also tends to scramble more. And I know Joe Burrow can run, but Joe Burrow reminds me of a pocket passer, and a game handler. I don't know. I just, of the two, Joe Burrow is more my style of a quarterback.
I feel like, and this would kind of agree with that meme that I saw. I kind of feel like Joe Burrow is likely the better quarterback. The Ravens have a better, overall personnel around him. On a different team, I don't know if Lamar Jackson would be as good as he is. I think he enhances that team, obviously, because I think he is very good. But I feel like pure talent, I think Burrow might be better. I mean, it's still young. Still hard to really gauge this argument. It's kind of fun to just talk about now, but
I don't think it's too hard to argue, though, because you see what he's doing there. So if you plucked him out of Cincinnati and put him on one of the best teams in the league, he would succeed. You know what I mean? I mean,
yeah.
Look what he's doing what he's got to work with. Put him in Kansas. Put him in Kansas City. And I'm not saying he's Patrick Mahomes, but if you just pluck out Mahomes and put Joe Burrow there, he would still be successful and probably have a few more yards and touchdowns.
Maybe.
But you get what I'm saying. You get what my point is. If you put Burrow on a good team, he would be doing even more than he is now. And we're going to get there. We'll get there. We need no line. We got to get that offensive line.
Well, I just hope Mike Brown realizes what he has and is willing to pay a little bit to make sure that he has the tools around him so Burrow can succeed.
Mike Brown, let your people do their jobs.
That's right.
Stay the fuck out of it and let the people around you do their jobs.
Yep.
Tightwad. Seriously, I mean, that's why Jerry Jones drives me nuts. Yes, you own the team, but you hire people for a fucking reason. Yeah. Let them do their jobs.
And I think it would be different if I thought that Mike Brown wasn't letting people do his job because he was so passionate about football that
that's not the reason, yeah.
But with Mike Brown, it's greed. He cares only about making money, and he cares less about having a football team, a good football team.
Yeah. And that's even true clear back to Marvin Lewis. Because the attendance started dropping at the time that Marvin Lewis got let go. But if attendance would have increased or stayed, he'd probably still have his job, because that is all Mike Brown cares about.
You muted for a second.
Yeah. Sorry. Somebody was trying to call me.
Oh, those rude people.
Yeah.
Fun fact, however, as much as I'm complaining about Mike Brown now, I actually met Mike Brown.
Wow.
I didn't realize it at the time, because it's not like I see Mike Brown on a daily basis. So,
right, like you call him and say, "Hey, Mike, what's up?"
Yeah.
Nixon should run the ball.
But me and my family went to and took a tour of the stadium. We went through, got to go see everything.
I saw pictures. I saw some of the pictures from that.
And we were there, and just out of nowhere, somebody just came through the door. I think they were coming from the weight room or something, and started talking to us like, "Hey, how's it going?" Talked to him. He was real nice. Hey, he was very friendly. Yeah. And then when he left, I think my dad was like, "That was Mike Brown. Did you know that was Mike Brown?" I'm like, "What? Holy crap. Just met Mike Brown."
Wow.
It's probably best that I didn't know that.
Right. You might have had a fanboy moment.
I may have had a problem where I started arguing with him. Like, I want us to be good. Motherfucker. I want us to be good. I want us to be good. You need to open the damn wallet. If I had the money, I'd take care of it for you. I don't. You do. Get us a team. Right. Get us a team, damn it.
Spend some money.
That's right.
You think at this point he would realize how much more money you would make if you spent some money to get a good team? Maybe went to a fucking Super Bowl. Maybe win a Super Bowl. Then imagine how much.
You would think he would understand that logic.
Yeah. But he doesn't.
No.
There's plenty of loyal Cincinnati fans. We used to go to games all the time. You'd see the crowds. But I guarantee you there's some Cincinnati fans that hide the fact they're Cincinnati fans.
I mean,
maybe till now because of Joe Burrow, but there's some hidden fans out there who are like, fuck this shit. I just can't do it.
I mean, maybe we want him to be slightly more greedy. Because maybe if he was greedier, he'd be like, well, if I made a good team and we went to the Super Bowl, maybe I'd make even more money.
That's what I'm saying. He should see that by now.
But I don't think he understands the make money to
spend money to make money.
Spend money to make money. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to spend a little bit here to get more money.
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you listen to us like we said, and when draft time rolls around,
that's right.
Trade down. If we got that high pick, trade down.
Mike Brown, you need to make those money moves.
You know what? You need to call Mike Brown, man. Come on. Dial him up, Steven.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. Hello, yeah. Mike Brown. Hi, yeah, I'm just some random dude from Ohio.
Haven't heard of me? I can't believe it.
Would you buy some offensive linemen, please? That would be great.
Or buy some refs, I guess. Whatever.
No.
We don't want that.
We don't need to be the Patriots. We don't need to be the Patriots and the Steelers. Okay?
We're the Steelers.
We're not buying off refs. We're a good team. We're good people.
That's right.
Or at least we don't get caught.
Did you get to see the highlight of, speaking of the bad refs and all that, did you get to see the highlight of Patrick Mahomes and his LeBron flop?
No, I didn't.
Man, you have to look it up. He was running the ball, of course, and the defensive guys went to tackle him. They barely touched him, but he went out of bounds and did a big dramatic, like LeBron did back in the day. That's why in the NBA they call it. LeBron.
I appreciate it.
Accident. He got the flag. He got the penalty yards. It was.
I appreciate a good stunt, man. You know what I'm saying?
To be fair, though, it was after the fact they got a bullshit call on them when Patrick Mahomes got tackled. And instead of calling it a sack, they tried to call it an illegal or an incomplete pass or an illegal forward pass or some bullshit when it was nowhere even close to being a pass. So maybe Mahomes was just like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm taking my yards back. Watch this.
Watch this.
Give me those yards back right now.
All right. So, break a leg, Patrick. Break a leg.
Damn, Steven. Damn. If it happens.
Oh, whoa. That is theater speak. That is not. I'm not literally saying Patrick Mahomes should break it. Hey, have you never heard theater speak?
Yes, I've heard theater speak.
He's acting.
That usually for good luck?
Yeah, it is. I was saying, you're acting. You're doing your good acting.
Okay. I got you. Yeah.
Break a leg.
Okay, gotcha. I thought you were like, fuck you, Patrick Mahomes, break a leg.
Just trying to think I'm putting a hit on him or something.
Hey, man, I mean, whatever you do in your spare time is your business.
I'm not James Harrison now. Come on now.
Oh, wow. That was a good one. Can't hate on that.
Yeah. Do you know how rough it was to have him on our team for one season? I'm like, I want to hate you. Should I love you? It was very complicated. It was a very complicated relationship. I'm like, I guess if you're gonna do what you're gonna do it for us. So whatever. I guess.
I couldn't get with it. I don't know
how
weird,
I feel about this. It was weird.
It was like kissing your cousin. Not that I've ever done that, but just yeah. And that could be in any division. It's just weird for someone to go from one team to their top rival. It's weird. Yeah, it was uncomfortable.
I tried it once. 2 stars.
2 stars.
No, just kidding. Haven't kissed any cousins. I'm just kidding.
Not lately, anyway.
Well, you go to Kentucky and you just win in Rome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. I understand now.
No.
Again, a whole other show. How many podcasts do you want, man? Yeah.
Just kidding.
Good stuff. What do you say? You can email him. It's fine.
All right. Well, I can't remember. Do you have anything to plug? Anything you want the listeners to
See, I haven't even thought
contact
of
you?
that. We'll do that next week.
Okay. Well, you can find me on Dragon Blazer Productions on the Facebook, the Instagrams, the YouTubes, on Twitter at Dragon Blazer Pro. We are now, or no, this show is not. Never mind. Some of my
Never
other,
mind. Not that show yet.
some of my other shows I've added. I just haven't got to this one yet.
That's right. And if anybody that listens to our show doesn't listen to the rest of the Dragon Blazer family, you really should. I'm telling you, I enjoy them all. I listen to all the podcasts, and they're all great. They're all different. It's
well,
good
you
stuff.
If you like, wrestling, I've got 2 different wrestling podcasts: Pro Wrestling Apologist, and I have the Rage and Blaze Show. Pro Wrestling Apologist, we talk about the good and bad of wrestling. The Rage and Blaze Show, we're watching all the main pay-per-views in order from the beginning, reviewing them. And if you like some good old unsolved murders, we have we have our Unsolved Comedies podcast where you can listen to that, and we talk. We do a review of all the episodes of Unsolved Mysteries, the new Netflix series, the reboot. And then when we don't have those to review anymore, we just come up with our own cases. We've covered Eliza Lamb. We've covered the West Memphis 3. We've covered the Casey Anthony. For some reason, my co-host really likes to bring up child murder because, why not?
Why not? It's good stuff. It is. I enjoy it. I enjoy it
too. So if you want, listen to my other podcast. And then, I guess there's only one thing left to say. Fuck the Steelers.
Fuck the Steelers.
Who-Dey Bengals.
Who-Dey Bengals.
Hey, if you like that video, please like and subscribe my production company, Dragon Blazer Productions. My name is Steven. You also might know me from the Rage and Blaze show as Blaze. So please like and subscribe.